Your Excellency, Sir Patrick Allen, our Governor General and Lady Allen, Leader of the Opposition and former Prime Minister, the Honorable Andrew Holness and Mrs. Holness, former Governor General, Most Honorable Professor Sir Kenneth Hall and the Most Honorable Lady Hall, former Prime Minister, the Most Honorable P.J. Patterson, and the Most Honorable Edward Siago, and the Most Honorable Mrs. Siago, the Most Honorable Denise Eldemeyer Shero, visiting presidents, prime ministers, and their delegations, our Chief Justice, the Honorable Mrs. Justice Zayla McCullough and Mr. McCullough, President of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Mr. Justice Seymour Panton and Mrs. Panton, members of the clergy, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of Parliament-elect, and I'd like to recognize my friends from overseas, delegation headed by the Vice President of Cuba and the team, Vice President Hernandez, my friend from the Cayman Islands, the Honorable Makiva Bush, Premier, and his team, representative from Turks and Caicos, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, and Canada. I must pause to recognize Justice Michael Tulloh, and I do so with him as a member of my family, my cousin, coming in from Canada. Other specially invited guests, and forgive me if I recognize in a very special way my professors from the Union Institute and University that traveled from the United States of America to be here to give me support this afternoon. My professors, Dr. Marie Bogart, I asked them to stand. My favorite professor, Dr. Michael Tredenick, and Professor Angelo Biles. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, my fellow Jamaicans at home and abroad. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. The Lord is my strength and song, and is become my salvation. Psalm 118, verse 1 and 14. My fellow Jamaicans, I'm thankful to God for his guidance and strength. and to you, the people of Jamaica, for the faith and trust that you have placed in my team and me. I am deeply humbled that, once again, you have chosen me to lead our nation as it stands at a crossroads. I want to recognize the presence of members of my family, headed by my husband, Harold, my brother and sisters, nieces and nephews, my cousins, all members of the family, and my sister that traveled from the United States, and my niece to be here to share in this occasion and to represent those overseas. My fellow Jamaicans, the team which I am privileged to lead is just as conscious as I am of the difficult times which confront us as we continue on our journey, started by our ancestors and our national heroes and the leaders that came after. In our political history, it is a rare opportunity to be given a second chance to lead. This is a sobering experience. However, I have been strengthened by the experience, having already gone through the first phase of the journey. I have emerged like the steel in It Takes a Mighty Fire, which H.D. Carberry, our Jamaican poet, wrote about in his poems of discovery and self-awareness. After being tested and tempered, I stand before you today a stronger and better person, prepared to be of service to my country and people. I know that we face an awesome task. There's greater debt, increased poverty, poverty levels are high, and tighter fiscal space. My administration will not engage in a blame game. We will present the facts to the Jamaican people based on rigorous analysis. Our approach must be to right the wrong and insist on accountability. We must learn from our past, absorb the lessons, and go forward. We only need to look back to confirm from where we have come and to correct our errors and weaknesses as we look to the future. That is the way of progress. The mandate which Jamaicans have given the People's National Party on December 29 is a call to action. It is a signal from our people that we, the government, must earn their trust. It also gives us the opportunity to ease the burdens and the pressures of increasing poverty, joblessness, and deteriorating standard of living. The mandate is a cry for us to restore hope. The mandate calls on us to protect the good name of Jamaica at home and in the eyes of the international community. Jamaica must remain for all a quality brand which gives citizens from all walks of life the opportunity to achieve their goals. The Jamaican people have sent a clear message. They want a more accountable and transparent government which consults them, and they should expect nothing less. On behalf of my administration, I pledge that the rule of law will be paramount and we will serve with humility. I pledge that we will honor the faith and trust of the Jamaican people. I pledge that we will reject governmental extravagance and be vigilant in eliminating corruption. My fellow Jamaicans, the first order of business for the members of the leadership team will be to inform ourselves of the true state of the Jamaican economy. Then we must act. We remain committed to a vibrant partnership with all critical stakeholders, the local private sector, the public sector, who play a pivotal role in nation building, our international partners, and I pause here to recognize some outstanding Jamaicans coming in from the United States, former Councilwoman Una Clark and her daughter, now Congresswoman, and the other officials from Congress and the Senate here representing the government of the United States of America. And I want to recognize in particular, I want to mention the International Monetary Fund as we identify the basis for a new agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, our policies are based on the principle that the private sector is a main participant in shaping the economy of our country. However, in a time of crisis, government must act to stimulate growth and to restore confidence in the country's ability to pay its way. Hence, in the short and medium term, we will use state resources to stimulate employment through the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program. Improvements will be made to critical areas such as infrastructure and the environment, which are necessary to support economic growth. This will be done in a transparent and non-partisan manner. Let me say emphatically to our business community at home and overseas, we will pursue a tight fiscal policy, reduce our debt to GDP ratio, maintain the key macroeconomic fundamentals, and be very careful and prudent in our debt management. We will do all of this while seeking to improve the social conditions of our people, including a serious reduction of the chronic state of unemployment, particularly among our young people. My administration will work tirelessly that while we try to balance the book, we balance people's lives as well. Now, more than ever, we must also make it easier to do business in Jamaica. Investors demand no less, and our future social and economic prospects depend on it. Our administration will be marked by greater openness in government and frankness in our relations with the global community. This candidness will also be seen in the meetings of parliamentary committees which members of the opposition will continue to chair and to which the media and the public will have full access. The government will also broaden and deepen our input into the regional integration movement. We will restore our country's vibrant and vigorous participation. One important agenda item will be to establish the Caribbean Court of Justice. In its final appellate jurisdiction, and in this way end judicial surveillance from London. We must fully repatriate our sovereignty, and we intend to carry through. In going forward, we invite the opposition to follow through on the statements which it recently made that we were not far apart in our respective positions on this issue. Let us together, in the interest of the Jamaican people, complete this aspect of regional integration within the life of this administration. My fellow Jamaicans, it is time for us to build a gentler, more respectful, and responsible society. My administration will be marked by respect, responsibility, and trustworthiness. The Jamaican people have elected us to lead, and we will lead. We will take responsibility for the society, and we will be responsible to the society. I urge all Jamaicans to become more respectful of ourselves, more respectful of each other, more respectful of our senior citizens, more respectful of persons with disabilities, and more respectful of our national symbols and our national institutions. We will seek to earn your respect by how we conduct ourselves and the nation's business. We will strive for more civil and respectful behavior in our parliament. My fellow Jamaicans, ladies and gentlemen, children, as we continue on this journey, we will seek to make this country a nation of brothers and sisters, not one of rivals and victims. This administration will extend the hand of participation to all Jamaicans as we all play a role in our development. Jamaicans in the diaspora will be given every opportunity to contribute and to be respected equally as Jamaicans at home. As we journey together, I call on every Jamaican to take responsibility for your lives and to be the best that you can be. Be the best student, the best parent, the best teacher, doctor or nurse, politician, public servant, or private business person. athlete, or entertainer, farmer, designer, dressmaker, hairdresser, or barber, and strive to improve yourselves by reinvesting in your personal development. That is how people ultimately make progress. This government can provide the context and the opportunity. That is a partnership I wish to see. Partnerships between the government and the people is not a matter of choice, but an absolute necessity. This is critical if we are to extend our already world-renowned power to true national, economic, and social triumph. Absolutely nothing can make our magnificent country fail if we all put aside our differences and strive for our ultimate goals. And I call upon all political parties, whether you're orange or green, or blue, or no identifiable color. And I repeat, absolutely nothing can make our magnificent country fail if we all put aside our differences and strive for our ultimate goals. As we continue on our journey, this is the Jubilee year of Jamaica's independence, mentioned earlier by our Governor General. This 50th anniversary year will be a time for reflection on the lessons of the past. As we celebrate our achievements as an independent nation, we need to complete the circle of independence. In this regard, we will, therefore, initiate the process of our detachment from the monarchy to become a republic with our own indigenous president as head of state. And I want to indicate, I love the Queen. She's a beautiful lady. And apart from being a beautiful lady, a wise lady, and a wonderful lady. But I think time come. This year, 2012, is also an Olympic year. And our athletes are already poised to make us proud again in this international arena. This, therefore, presents a unique opportunity for us to unite and work together as one people and take full advantage of the prospects which will emerge as we invite the rest of the world to meet Jamaica in London in July and August. My fellow Jamaicans, those who have gone before, blazed the trail of success and have passed the baton to us. We're all conscious of the achievements of our national heroes and heroines. I think her spirit must be smiling, our one national heroine. Former leaders, and I'm proud for us to have two with us here this afternoon, the Most Honorable P.J. Patterson and the Most Honorable Edward Seaga, and our former Governor General. And so our former leaders and the thousands of other Jamaicans who have played their part we must be conscious of their achievements. We are the proud beneficiaries and successors of their legacy. And so, my fellow Jamaicans, today we embark upon a new phase of our Jamaican journey. In the global trade winds of change, we are not always at liberty to direct these winds, but we must set our sails to pilot the good ship Jamaica through these turbulent economic waters to safe harbor. In the face of these dramatic winds of change, I am calling for all hands to be on deck. I'm calling on all Jamaicans to travel with us on this journey. This nation requires the strength, the creativity, the innovation, and the steely courage of every Jamaican man, woman, youth, and child to place this vessel on a path to prosperity. Today, I invite you all to hold my hands as I hold your hands. Today, I invite you to hold your neighbor's hands. Let us form a strong bond of patriotic unity. And let us move forward together on this journey into our collective future. I believe that today marks a critical turning point in our journey. You must believe this with me, and you must play your part in this process of transformation. It is shining time again. It is our time to shine. It is Jamaica's time to shine. The challenges will not disappear overnight, but together we can overcome, and we shall rise, and we shall shine. I begin this leg of our journey with an unfaltering belief in the Jamaican people. I invite you to join me in this confidence in ourselves as a people. Together, we shall rise, and together, with the guiding hand of the Almighty, I know we will succeed. May God bless Jamaica. May God bless the people of Jamaica. May God bless you all. I love you all. God bless you. Let us move together in peace and love as one big Jamaican family, shaping the future of Jamaica together. Thank you.